Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of season 3 here at FC Köln. I was going to say we've started off really well this season. The board clearly agree. Great work. We've already, in just the beginning of October, sold £35.6 million worth of shirt sales this season. Apparently, we haven't signed one crucial first team player to a forward position. We have obviously signed Leao, who is crucial to us in a first team position, but his squad role is only set to important, not crucial. So that doesn't actually tick that box, which is frustrating. If I'd have thought about it, I would have offered him crucial. But he's going to continue to start up top for us in league games in Europe. We've been playing Luka Bacchio and it's been going quite well. Although we frustratingly conceded very late to West Ham yesterday. We're going to be playing the game against AZ Alkmaar and the game against Leipzig. Probably the game against Werder Bremen as well. I'm going to sim the first two. And then we'll simulate the game in the Pokal as well. Because we've won that competition. I'd rather concentrate on Europe and the league. Want to get as far in the Europa League as possible. A, to maybe get qualification for the Champions League. B, financially. 1-1 draw against Union Berlin is frustrating. Katterbach injured as well, but hopefully he's not out for too long. 7 days, that's manageable. And then obviously, league-wise, we want to qualify for the Champions League that way if we aren't able to go as far as to win the Europa League this season, which I definitely don't think is going to happen. But top 4 is certainly something that could happen. So we shall try our best to focus on domestic league football and continental cup football. But when it comes to domestic cup football, we're really not that bothered about the Pokal anymore since we were lucky enough to win it in Season 2. So we're going to crack on forward. We've got the game against Augsburg next, and hopefully we can get a win there. Slightly frustrated that we weren't able to get victory at home against Union Berlin. I definitely thought we were going to win that game. Where are they in the league? 17th. How we didn't win that. They haven't won a game all season. It was only their 3rd point of the year. We certainly should have been winning that. Again, as was the case with the last portion of yesterday's episode, playing without the realism mod right now as EA have patched the game, and as such it doesn't work right now, the mod. Timo Horn's picked up an injury there and he better not be out for too long, otherwise I am screwed. 7 days, a pulled hamstring. Dear Keeps, please be back for the game against AZ Alkmaar, thank you very much. He should be able to play. I don't think I've ever had I've had keeper injuries before, but I don't think I've ever had a keeper that's injured with the plaster symbol. I don't know whether that's actually going to affect his performance levels or not. Because it's in Europe, we will continue to play Luka Bacchio, because he's earned the right with a hat-trick against Malmo, and he did okay against West Ham, although it was Rafael Leao that got the assist for Cozziello in the goal in that game. A second win today will push the team forward towards the UEFA Europa League knockout stages. Can your team make it? Certainly is our responsibility to try, and I'm certain that we will get there this season. After a recent win against Augsburg, fans are expecting another win. New strategies? I could just say thank you. High quality football. It was a team effort, we'll say. Everybody's involved, from the starting 11 to the bench. Your side have had a bit of a mixed bag in terms of results recently. We're okay. We'll see what we're made of today. Players will improve soon. No, we'll see what we're made of today. We had AZ Alkmaar in our group last year and struggled against them. So I would certainly like to do better against them this time around. Köln top of the table at this stage after 2 games. AZ Alkmaar drew with Malmo. West Ham drew with Malmo. And now we have to take on the Dutch side, but we'll do it away from home and hopefully get 3 points. Like I say, Luka Bacchio will continue to start in European football for the time being. We'll play in this kit. Luka Bacchio will continue to start up top. I will throw Stark in at centre-back again for Anton. And I'm going to give Schindler a game. They asked me in the press conference, actually, after that last game against West Ham, why Schindler didn't play. So maybe we'll give Florian Kainz a start as well. I don't want his form or morale to dip too much. Hadji's been good, but obviously I can call on Hadji and Rafael Leao off the bench. Hopefully the players that are starting will be able to do the job. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of this season. It's certainly going to be our most successful season of the save so far, and hopefully we can continue that success with victory here in the Europa League. Marco Bizot in goal, or Bizot in goal for RZ. They're playing at 4-3-3. Jordi Claessy sat holding. He's on a yellow, so him getting a yellow in this game could help us for the rest of the group stage if he's suspended. Stengs on the right-hand side will be difficult to play against. We have to be improved as to what we were last year. Florian Kainz is on a yellow as well, actually, so I'll have to avoid getting him booked. We have to be better this year against group stage opposition than we were last season. We lost out last year, and I really don't want that to happen this season. We desperately want to get to the knockout stages of the Europa League, purely initially for financial reasons, as we mentioned in the intro. We need money. We need money to improve. It was getting European football last year and doing well in domestic cup competition that led to us having about 100, well, and actually further player sales, to be fair, as well. Led to us having about 100 million to spend this season, and I'm not looking to actively sell anyone at this stage. So, or no one of any real value anyway. So if we are to get a bigger budget next year, it's going to have to come through competition performance achieved this season. And going further in the Europa League would definitely go a long way to improving the coffers for next season. So I'm desperate to build on the win against Malmo and the point against West Ham that really should have been 3. And get ourselves through to the knockout stages. And hopefully quite a long way through the knockout stages as well. We'll whip this looking for Luca Bacchio. Oh, can't quite find him or Schindler, but eventually it does fall for Kingsley, who will find, well, Kingsley into Luca Bacchio. Fall to Florian Kainz, out of his feet, fouled, surely. Was about to pull the trigger there. Pull to the ground, no yellow card. It's a good position for a free kick. I'll give it to Florian Kainz, and I'll try my absolute best to get this to go into the back of the net. Try a bit of knuckleball. Time it. Oh! Florian Kainz! It paused for some reason. What are you doing? No! Florian Kainz! What a free kick! We lead after 15 minutes in the Netherlands, and that's quite possibly the only free kick we've scored in this save in over 2 and a bit seasons. I wasn't too confident being able to get it up and down again before it reached the goal line because it was so close, but Florian Kainz has nailed that. Brilliant free kick. We have our early lead. Nerves settled and in quite some style. That's a hell of a goal. Kingsley. To Kingsley. Cossiello. Luca Bacchio's made the run and he's in. This could be a quick fire second. We shall try. Luca Bacchio tucks it home. He's deadly in Europe. It sucks for him that Rafael Leao has been so good, because Luca Bacchio is a really good goal scorer as well. We are very fortunate to have 2 strikers of quality at the club now. Might not be the highest in ratings, but their effectiveness is certainly sky high. Another goal for Luca Bacchio in Europe. Tucks that way really nicely into the bottom corner. We have a quick fire 2-0 lead, and that hopefully will be 3 points in the Europa League again. Renildo, back to Jordi Claessy. Through there nicely to De Witt, and here's Mandiquez, and he's got the option, but Cossiello's back defensively. He's really growing into an extremely capable all-round central midfielder, Vincent Cossiello. Very impressed with him this season. He's certainly taken his performances up a notch from the first couple of years. The first season specifically, I was not enjoying him, but I've really grown to become very, very fond of our tiny Frenchman. And we certainly, you guys especially in the comment section, pointed out that we were getting poorer results without him in the team when we were playing for Strata and Skiri. Now we've moved Skiri on. We've got Martinez, and actually Martinez and Cossiello work in balance beautifully together, with Martinez holding, mopping things up, and then Cossiello the freedom to push further forward. Maybe that's why he's blossomed so well. What's the result in the other game? West Ham at home. It's West Ham 2, Malmo 0. So West Ham are going to be up on 5 points. We're going to go up to 7, and then it would look at the halfway stage that it's going to be ourselves and the English side that are going to progress through. But we shall not count our chickens just yet. There's still a long way to go in this group stage, but we're starting off the right way for sure. Cossiello driven out wide there nicely to Schindler. And inside to Luca Bacchio, around the corner to Vincent Cossiello. Oh, he couldn't finish it, and Kainz can't miss. I'll do the apology celebration. I'm sorry, RZ. You didn't really deserve to go 3-0 down in that manner, but you certainly haven't been good enough here. We have an advantage now. We've only got 2 days till the game against Leipzig at the weekend. So what I might do is bring on a couple of the rotation players for players that are certainly going to start in that game. Bring Jonas Hector on. Actually put him out wide there. Stengs back there to Reynildo. Forward into Fagundes. They're looking for a consolation goal here. AZ Alkmaar! And quite the consolation goal they've gotten. Wow. A moment of individual note, if not for the team. They've been pretty poor, AZ Alkmaar, but that was high quality. Arguably the best goal of the day so far. Well, the free kick was pretty spectacular, to be fair. Mandikes rifles that off the post. Terrible attempt to get onto the ball there from the defender, or get in the way of it from the defender. There goes the clean sheet, frustratingly, but never mind. Certainly getting the victory and the 3 points. And fair play to them. They've kept fighting. That's all you can ask for when you're getting absolutely trounced, is that the players don't give up and they keep playing professionally, keep trying hard, putting the fight in, because goal difference could be important, or head-to-head could be important at the end of the group stage, and that goal might make the difference for AZ Alkmaar. I imagine it won't, but you never know. What we do know, though, is that we've gotten a good win, a really good win, and that free kick was superb. Post-match press conference, certainly the boys could do with a little cheeky morale boost. Was Keitz's performance today enough to put him back in the starting lineup picture? Praise his resilience. Yeah, like he said, like we've said there, tough competition for a starting place, and if he continues to perform just like Luca Bacchio, he can fight for that first team spot again. And it was an impressive performance from Florian Kainz today. Definitely going to continue to start him in Europe as well. If it weren't for the quick follow-up 2 days later of the Leipzig game, I'd probably play him in the next one because he's earned it with that performance. But we're never in doubt, never in doubt. Really, really pleased with how the side is playing right now. We deserved the win against West Ham yesterday and unfortunately didn't get it. Frustrated to have lost the game in the league the way that we did against Hamburg yesterday. Really disappointed, but to have fought back in the other games, I'm really pleased with. Right, let's go and play Leipzig at home. Unfortunately, just 2 days later. That's not very well scheduled, is it? You literally just played, my man. So I'll tell you that you still have your place in the squad, which you certainly do. Although I don't imagine you'll be playing this next one. Although you've now asked to play it, I'll tell you there's bigger games ahead. Concentrate on your fitness, mate. Right, Leipzig next. We're 4th in the league, but only 3 points off top. Galaxy in goal, as expected for Leipzig. Halstenberg, Konate, Upamecano and Mukiele at the back. Tyler Adams and Maximovic holding. Marino, Campbell and Borigo out on the right with Nkunku up top. Nkunku again. Centre mid's being played at striker. Questionable decisions by the Leipzig manager. We tend to do well against them. And we'll try and do that again. Driving forward. Cozziello trying to get forward to him. It's one thing where he's not as good as he could be with regards to his strength. Marino back there to Halstenberg. It's a decent floated ball, but we'll get there with Anton. But it's come to Nkunku. And I criticised his selection at striker from the Leipzig manager. He's fired back. Balls. I'm pretty sure Nkunku is a midfielder. Let's have a look. I have a funny feeling I've even looked into this previously when they started. So yes, Nkunku, centre mid. To be fair, he looks pretty all round and doesn't look that bad as a striker. I don't know whether has he got. Let me have a look on SoFIFA actually rather than FootWiz. Has he got a secondary position at striker? Can he play at striker as well? Centre mid, cam, striker. Yes. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I must have been wrong. Certainly he's proved me that with a good goal. Forward there nicely to Mahmoud Trezeguet. Closed down quickly by Mukiele though. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Martinez. Oh, it's good football. Hadji deflected, I think. Is it going to be a corner? Was he that bad? He just scooped up and over the bar. That was a really good opportunity actually. Oh man, we should have done better there. Bojo played in down the right hand side. Don't want to go 2-0 down. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, lovely turn by Martinez. Really been pleased with him. Very much impressed with our Ajax arrival. Mitchell Weiss is in behind here, and we could be coming back level. Oh, good save. I didn't really feel like if I squared it, I was going to get the ball to a teammate, or to just make sure that we got the ball with a shot on target. Pull back here to Hadji, out of his feet. Didn't actually get it out of his feet, got caught underneath there. That's frustrating. Try and close Campbell down with a He's away, but can't do that. Mitchell Weiss has the pace to deal with Tyler Adams. Halstenberg will try and build for Leipzig now. Trying to get myself back in this, but they've been pretty resolute so far in their defensive actions, Leipzig. Standing firm after 25 minutes. And their 1-0 lead doesn't really look under that much threat thus far. Must improve. Weiss quickly forward there to Hadji. Try and use these accelerations to get away, but actually they've kept with me well there. We'll find Mitchell Weiss in behind though. And Hadji's made a secondary run. And here, no, I wasn't meant to go to Trezeguet. I was just trying to slot Rafael Leao in, who was the one of the two that wasn't marked. Oh, that should be 1-1. Because I don't doubt for a second that Leao wouldn't have tucked that away. That's so frustrating. Really, really annoying. Cozziello played through. Support. Hadji's there, but Konate's defended that well. Get it forward. Pressure. Oh, take a touch, Hadji. Come on, mate. Yeah, we're frustrating in this first half. Offensively, we're building well, but not finding that final ball. And already being 1-0 down, I'm desperate not to lose this game. Being so close to the top and well in with a shout of sticking into the Champions League positions over the next few games as we head towards Christmas. I really want to keep this good run of form going. Hadji could maybe get us level here. We'll turn inside. He has that 5-star weak foot. Oh, but there's a defender stood with the keeper that gets the block on it. We're getting better, but we still haven't made the breakthrough. Hadji, forward to Leao. Nice drop of the shoulder. Out wide there to a Hezebway. And inside to Cozziello. Drops the shoulder well. And here's Hadji. Get it under control. Find Leao. And surely now, yes, an equaliser. Not struck accurately enough, really, as far as I was hoping. But on the score sheet again, Rafael Leao. The keeper really should have done better with that. I think perhaps he was expecting me to go across goal. He seemed to go down to his left. And actually, the ball came straight at him. If it had stood firm, he probably would have saved that. And it would have gone straight at him. It would have been a simple stop. Thankfully, Rafael Leao is such a good player that the goalkeepers are trying to second guess him. And on that occasion, they got it wrong. His form and reputation precedes him, Rafael Leao. And it's causing goalkeepers even more problems. And he still can't stop scoring. 1-1. He's away in there to Cozziello. Hell of a tackle from Tyler Adams. Now, from potentially attacking, we're on the back foot. Hadji's been moved to the right-hand side as Mitchell Weiss has gone off. And I've brought Florian Kainz on at cam. Hadji is a very capable winger as well as a decent cam. Oh, Jonas Hector's come on at left back as well for Katterbach, who's the one player that really was struggling stamina-wise from the game 2 days ago. Everyone else seemingly recovered quite well. That corner is looped in and will cause me and Timo Horn problems. Get to that, please. Martinez does well, but still goes out for a throw to them. Konate's absolutely dead on his feet. Like, they must have had a game midweek as well, Leipzig. Sarachi off the bench is fit enough, as was Unai Lopez. Here's Kevin Campbell, who started the game, and he's away from me here into Nkunku. No, I saw that coming. Timo, no! He's offside. Oh, that's so lucky. So lucky. On both fronts. A, that it went straight to Nkunku, and B, that Nkunku's follow-up shot hit Kevin Campbell. Otherwise, that was 2-1 Leipzig, and probably game over for us. They haven't been as pushy with their tactics in this one, to be fair to them, Leipzig. Obviously, we've criticised them in the past for being far too aggressive, and it's cost them the game. Oh, and even though they've been more reserved with their pressing, they're still not going to win the game. Hadji moved out to the right so Kainz can come on in the middle. Doesn't bother him. He'll still score a goal for us. 2-1. We're in front again. Tyler Adams. Nice tackle by Martinez. Well, stuck a foot in there. Fuck it, that's not English. Kevin Campbell. Oh, he stood firm there, Martinez, but it's still going to fall for Kevin Campbell. Nice. Anton steps in the second time. Really well done. Hadji, he's not got much stamina left, but he's still racing away well. And Kainz could set him through again. Hadji. Surely I had to give it to Leao just to make sure. 3-1 in the 87th minute. Yes! From 1-0 down to 3-1 up, we've turned it completely around. We might be going even further into those Champions League spots. Lopez lofts it forward. Jorge Mera heads away. And that, as I volley this, should be full time. Thank you, referee. It took his while to blow the whistle. Yes! Big 3 points. Massive 3 points, considering we have dropped some recently. Big 3 points in the Europa League, considering we dropped some recently as well. It's a good episode for us. Shame we got the draw in the simulated game against Union Berlin, but following those results up with good victories and continuing to put pressure at the top of the table. 2 goals for Rafael Leao. Another impressive performance from him. Leao is killing it. Lukebakio is killing it. Kainz is doing well. Hadji's doing really well. FC Köln always wins so far this season. I expect to win. The only real question is by how much. That's a bit too cocky, but still. Comfortable win after 3 goals scored. Do you think the game could have gone another way? The scoreline was unfair on them. They were actually much better than they usually are against us, and I was in the process of praising them for that when we ended up scoring a goal, which is unfortunate for them. What I do need to do is actually have a little fiddle around with the secondary team, the rotation team that I switch to occasionally, and then they can sim this game against mine. So let me just go and adjust the way that this second string team is lined up, and then we can go and sim that game. Right then, to sim the game in the Cup, as I mentioned multiple times now, not overly keen on going that far in the Pokal. It's not exactly a money spinner for us either, so not bothered. And we have lost, but that's neither here nor there. It's not that much of an issue for us. Jonas Hector was out for 3 days with a leg injury. That's not a problem either. And we shall head now to the game against Werder Berlin, looking in good shape. This upcoming game is crucial to our season. I feel great, and I'll do a better job if you pick me over Hector for this match. I say I'll give him a chance. Mitchell Weiser will be back in the starting lineup ahead of Schindler on the right-hand side. I can't really swap Leao or Hadji out for this, just regardless of how good Kainz and Lukebakio have been. Lukebakio picking up a goal in that cup game as well, as you saw. Trezeguet is actually having a quiet season. I have to be honest, Trezeguet is having a quiet season. Just 2 goals, 1 assist in 9 games, which, to be fair, isn't that bad, but it's still quiet by his standards. But maybe it's because Leao, Hadji, Kainz and Lukebakio have just been doing all of the scoring. It's taken away any opportunity Trezeguet's had to actually chip in himself. Anyway, let's go and play Werder Bremen away from home and try and get another victory if we can. Pavlenka in goal for Werder Bremen. Augustinsson, Moisander, Voller and Gebre Selassie. Then 3 in midfield, Mervald, Sahin and Schmidt, with Vaca, Osako and Bartels up top. In different results previously against Werder Bremen, but we want to keep this good run of league form going. Can't see yellow. We drill that out wide there. Weiser's touch actually is really good. Rafael Leao. Good footwork again from the big man. That's what draws me to Rafael Leao, what drew me to, and the fact that he's got the physicality because he's tall and fast, but also his dribbling is really good too. You guys know how I like to play with the passing, flowing football, and with my striker being able to get the ball under control really quickly, turn and sharply get those shots away. That's why he's so deadly for me. He just suits my style of play beautifully, and we've not clicked with the striker like we have with Rafael Leao for a very long time. You saw immediately in Season 1 how he changed our second half of the season. We had to go all of last year wanting him and not being able to have him. We had to wait another 12 months before being able to get our man. Now we've got him. He's cracking on and getting on with the job. Brilliant performance. Again, from Rafael Leao, we have ourselves a 1-0 lead, and he's the goal scorer. He's got 9 already this season, and we're only at the end of October. Challenging for the golden boot, he may be. I don't know why I said that like Yoda. Lukebakio still might have something to say, though, especially if Leao picks up a knock. And I'm confident that Lukebakio can pick up the pieces if we do lose Leao for whatever reason. Half an hour in, we're 1-0 up, and I'm really pleased with how we've progressed this year. Much, much better in Season 3 than we have been in Season 1 and 2 combined. Really competitive now. exciting times ahead for this Köln side. Hadji, who's a he's away first. Cut inside, go back to Hadji actually. Weiser. Hadji. Nice to have the pace there as well. Mitchell Weiser asked to play, but he hasn't made the most of the opportunity on that occasion. Really well worked, but dragging the shot horribly wide. That wasn't even close. Trezeguet, let's start the second half with a bang, shall we? Oh. The only bang was the sound of Trezeguet's face hitting the floor. Yellow card for Nuri Sahin, but that looked rather painful for Trezeguet, actually. I see the space in the middle here, actually, for Mitchell Weiser. Work it forward, looking for a teammate, Hadji. Oh, that was poor. Exactly what I envisaged there. Weiser around the corner. Cotsiello shows good pace. Into the middle! And hacked away by Augustinsson. Poorly, but hacked away at least. It did in the end go safe. Weiser. Cotsiello. Oh, it's nicely done. Weiser. Oh, he might have been offside. No, he's not. Oh, Leao, go your head, mate. Go your head. Cotsiello working hard here to try and help us get a second goal. Brilliant turn by Hadji. The shot, not so much. Get to that first. Oh, it's really nicely done. Slightly overplayed the second pass. I forced myself wide with a touch as well, but we'll lift it in. Oh, the keeper missed it. Pavlenka came for that and absolutely flapped. Not even close. Hadji back there to Lisandro Martinez. Oh, it's fallen kindly for Trezeguet, who hasn't been able to make the most of it, unfortunately. Oh, man. When the keeper flapped at that, I fully expected him to tip it away, so I'd already anticipated having to run off to try and chase the ball down as it happened. If I'd have been able to just attack the ball, I might have turned that home for a second. I get the feeling, even though they haven't been that good offensively, Werder Bremen, I am going to need a second if I'm to get all 3 points from this. It has the feel of a game that just isn't going to end 1-0. 25 minutes to go. Some big scorelines elsewhere in the league. I'm actually going to take Trezeguet off for Kingsley Schindler this time. Trezeguet is a player that is effective for us, but will probably be the next man replaced in the starting lineup. He and Weiser, probably, the two to get changed next. We strengthened through the core this season with a centre-back, a centre-mid, a cam and a striker. But I think next season, or maybe even in January if we've got the money, it might be out wide that we focus on. Nuri Sahin to take the corner. Kingsley Schindler is on now. And we'll get that away with Hadji. Get to it well with Cotsiello, but not for the second time. Back up. Oh, it's a brilliant ball. Jorge Mera had to get rid of that. Otherwise, that was being volleyed home and thumped into the back of the net. I said it's got the feel of a game that isn't going to end 1-0. Hopefully, it's going to be 2-0, not 1-1. There's still plenty of time for a second goal to come in this game. 18 or so minutes. Schindler trying to force the issue. Bartels floated in and away. Powerfully done by the defender. Using his physicality to his advantage there. And Leao could keep that run going. No, turn on it. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, lovely little back heel. Mitchell Weiser. Keep going, Raphael. There's not much room there. Oh, Martinez around the corner. Still going. Turns well. Hadji turns well. Cotsiello. Saved by Pavlenka. Selassie. A lovely ball through to Asako. Oh, the man at the back post. He's away. Win that header. Oh, that was nervy. I thought that might have been 1-1 there and how we would have ended. Thankfully, he's away, alive to the danger at the back post. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been winning this game. It's lovely footwork from Raphael Leao, and that's what I mean when I'm talking about his dribbling. It's just so good. And the keeper's come out here. Can he's away, keep hold of possession? He can't. Now he's out of position. But we've still got the ball, thankfully. He's away, getting involved at both ends of the field here. Martinez poked that in front of Hadji. In there to Raphael Leao. Oh, Cotsiello. Again, no. Moisander with a strong challenge and gets the ball away. But we might have wasted enough time to ensure that we get the win. I hope. Asako does get the ball out here to back up. We need to slow them down. There's only seconds remaining. Augustinsson inside. Go on, ref. Do me a favour. Yes. Oh, that was not certain until the final kick of the ball. A victory, though, against Werder Bremen. Delighted with it. But, nervy. Nervy. He's away on hand at the back post for me there. Dortmund get a 3-1 win against Union Berlin. That's something we couldn't do at home, unfortunately. we will be very pleased with the way we were able to see that game out. We managed to turn the tide and find the decisive goal, given there wasn't much to split the two sides. How many doubts did you have? I trusted we'd give it our all. But I did have doubts. Moisander was one of the best players for the opposition. He obviously wasn't that good. We just played our normal game. We were able to get round him and the ball into the back of the net. Really pleased with 3 points. Now, has that moved us further up in the table, or is everybody else still winning as well? Great job, Mitchell. Shame we couldn't do slightly more. We've got Arzid Alkmaar again in the first game of tomorrow's episode. Back in European football again. And then Schalke, actually. How busy is the month of November? Not that bad. Arzid Alkmaar will play, because if we win that, I'm certain we'll go through. So then I can sim the Malmo game. And we'll play Schalke and we'll play Dortmund and sim the Hoffenheim one. Right, really pleased. Let's just see what the league table looks like then. Bundesliga. Still fourth. Everybody else keeps winning as well, but the fact that we've won 7 of our opening 10 shows you exactly how much progress we've made with this team, and we've scored 22 goals in that time as well. Thank you, Rafael Leao and Yanis Hadji. Delighted. Right, drop the video a like if you haven't. Make sure to stay subscribed to the channel, of course. We'll see you tomorrow for another one where we shall hopefully assure our place in the knockout stages of the Europa League.